And so are you, for the second hour of tonight's Memphis Million Supercard. And there's more matches coming your way in this portion of tonight's card.
And we'll be closing out this second hour with the tag team tournament final between the Gunn brothers and the Texas Hangmen. The two teams that successfully eliminated all their other opponents earlier this month.
Also ahead, the team of the Coffee Brothers will challenge the originals for the World Tag Team titles. And it's gonna be the Women's World Tag Champions Power and Beauty defending against the so far undefeated team of Josie Rod and Lisa Rivera. Las Reinas, whose streak will end tonight if Power and Beauty retain the belts.
Wow, and just think, we still have two battle royals to get through later. You've got to admit, we've closed out every year for the last 12 years with as big a bang as we could possibly manage.
You're damn right we have, Christy. And coming up, we're going to start the second hour with the Women's World Championship on the line, with the ninth wonder of the world, Chyna, challenging against the Queen, Dynamite Genie Parker.
It is going to be Dynamite Genie Parker's unbelievable 89th title defense, this time against the ninth wonder of the world, Chyna, a former Ladies Legends World Champion a couple of times over, and Dynamite Genie Parker will definitely find her hands full against Chyna in this title defense.
Y'all already know the drill. Yeah, Genie Dynamite doesn't drop a whole lot of matches and hasn't failed to defend the title for an insane 7.5 years. But don't go into this match with any preconceived notions, because Genie D is always just one pinfall or submission away from that record being blown to hell, and Chyna could be the one to do what no one else has been able to for all those years.
An interesting twist to Miss Parker's story tonight is that she was scheduled to participate in the Ladies Memphis Million Battle Royal, but opted out at the 11th hour. And she's turned her spot over to Liberty Bell Danielle, who's gonna take part in her first ever Memphis Million tonight.
I asked her about it, about why someone with such an amazing win-loss record wouldn't want to be part of the Memphis Million. But Genie Dynamite says her focus is only on retaining the Women's World Championship. So for my money, I'd like to see her retain the belt instead of losing to Chyna and having thrown away a shot at $1 million in cold cash and a briefcase with a write-your-own-ticket contract.
Which would have definitely come in handy if she was to drop the championship. Ugh, yeah, Genie Dynamite's got a whole bunch of weight on her shoulders, but solved part of the problem by turning it over to Liberty Bell Danielle, who's never participated in the Memphis Million before, so it kind of seemed like a fair trade-off to me.
Yep, Genie Parker has been defending her gold like a dragon in a cave, both the Women's World Title and the Ladies Tag Trio Championships, and every time she steps into that ring to defend that Women's World Titles, she realizes it could be the last. But so far, nobody's been able to take her down, and nobody's been able to take either one of those belts away from her. Hell, she may wind up retiring with that Women's World Championship. I can't say for sure, but let's see what happens tonight against Chyna.
This next match, one fall with a 15-minute time limit, is for the IWL Women's World Championship. The challenger from Redondo Beach, California, the ninth wonder of the world, Chyna. And her opponent from Richmond, Virginia, she's the reigning RWL Women's World Champion, the sexy soul sister of the squared circle, the Queen, Dynamite Genie Parker.
Man, Don, listen to that crowd. Hey, what particular fancy adjectives would you use to describe the atmosphere in this particular milieu?
Well, suppose you could employ boisterous, perhaps even raucous. Referee Willie Johnson displaying the Women's World Championship as Genie Parker that prepares to defend that title for the unprecedented 89th time.
Willie Johnson rings the bell, and here we go. A Hurricane Rana from Chyna followed up with a set of mounted punches. Now, Genie Parker back on her feet. Chyna takes her right into an abdominal stretch. Referee Willie Johnson checking it out, but Chyna countered with a hip toss by Genie Dynamite. There's a stomp to the midsection. Genie Parker gets a hold of Chyna. Ooh, what a face buster right there. A drop kick to the back of the head of Chyna. Followed up with a stomp to the arm. Genie Dynamite getting real aggressive in the early goings here. Raining right hands on the head of the 9th wonder of the world. Another dropkick, don't find the mark. Chyna uses a dropkick and does find one. Slams Parker's head down to the canvas. Genie Dynamite whipped halfway across town by Chyna. Chyna goes to work on the legs of Genie Parker, snaps that one twice. Genie on the outside apron using the ropes to get herself stood up. Chyna moves in on her, hangs her up off the top rope, down to the floor she goes. And the momentum has already gone back and forth a time or two. So this one's bound to get colorful. Genie Parker taking her time about getting back in the ring, but here she comes. Locks up Chyna, who joined her on the outside. Chyna counters, goes behind, inverted DDT. Back of Genie Parker's head hitting the floor. Oh, man. Chyna determined to snag the Women's World Championship and snap Genie Dynamite's record. And so far, she's not doing too badly for herself. She goes in, comes back out. Genie Parker playing a little game of musical ropes and showing off for the fans here in Memphis. And she's still the Women's World Champion. She makes her way back inside the ring. Chyna catches her from behind with a waist lock. Belly to back suplex from Chyna. Genie Dynamite counters with a shot to the midsection. Chyna counters with a knee. Genie Parker whipped to the far left corner. Counters with both boots. Finds her way out of the danger zone. Chyna opens up with a couple of shots. Backs Genie right back into that corner again. Oh, driving all of her weight into Genie's midsection. And again, pitches her halfway across the ring. Covers and hooks the weight. Almost a near fall right there. Chyna drives a knee into the head of Dynamite Genie Parker. Parker back to a standing position. Slammed right back down to the canvas. Chyna absolutely relentless so far. Genie rolls out to the outside, makes her way back inside. Locks it up with Chyna. Whips her to the ropes. Genie ducks under. Misses with her move. Drives a knee into Chyna's midsection. Chyna escorted towards the ropes. Genie Dynamite hurls her to the outside. Oh, man. Genie Parker with some bad intentions rebounds off the ropes. Ooh, baseball slide through the ropes, both boots into the face of the 9th wonder of the world. Well, damn. Knee in the midsection from Chyna. Genie Parker whipped into the barricades. The 9th wonder of the world gets a hold of it, clubbing overhand right to the back of Genie Parker. A kick to the midsection, a right, another kick, and a DDT outside on the floor with Billy Johnson continuing to count. Genie Dynamite driven into the barricades again by Chyna. Chyna slams her into the barricade again. Oh, Chyna's not doing too bad for herself, I got to admit that. Chyna rounds her up. Genie counters with a knee and a spinning forearm. Parker rounds her back up. Front cradle. Says, I'm going to pay you back with interest. Slams Chyna into the barricade. Oh, man. Hard right hands to the head of the 9th wonder of the world again. Genie Dynamite rounds her back up. Pitches her into the barricade one more time so she'll remember what it feels like, I guess. Chyna pitched to the other side of the ring. To the outside, Genie Parker makes her way back inside the ring. Willie Johnson continuing to count Chyna. Genie Parker standing tall center ring as the 9th wonder of the world. Holy, oh hell, did you see that? Over the top rope, ass over tea kettle, a human cannonball. Oh, damn. Knee to the midsection from Chyna. Parker rolled back inside the ring. Trying to make, look at this. Genie Parker talking about that didn't hurt. Oh, man. Whoa. Clothesline over the top rope and out on the floor, and I'm sure that did hurt. Parker up on the top turnbuckle. Oh, man. Flying crossbody from 10 feet up. Genie Parker gets a hold of Chyna, rolls her back inside the ring. Makes her own way back inside. Follows up with a stomp to the back. Goes to work on the ninth wonder of the world, laid out just about center ring. Parker getting ready to go air one more time. Genie perched up there like a vulture on a branch. And here she comes. Ooh, missile drop kick right to the face. Oh, man. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Chyna getting that right shoulder up. Just in time, too. Genie Parker moves in on Chyna just about center ring. Hard right, spins her around. Dragon sleeper and a leg drop right to the throat. Here's another pin attempt. 1, 2. And again, Chyna powers out of the pin. Genie Parker can't believe it. Looks like she thought she had this one in the bag. But Genie's stalking Chyna yet again. Goes behind on her and quick. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. That was not cool. Chyna with a low blow to Genie Parker, whips her to the far left corner. There's a clothesline that takes her down into a seated position. Chyna putting the boots to the throat of Genie Parker. And Genie Dynamite in some serious trouble here. Chyna goes for another pin. 1. Just a 1 that time. That was a close one. Genie Parker whipped to the rope by Chyna. Flapjack face first into the canvas. Chyna follows up with a hard kick to the back and a stomp to the back. The ninth wonder of the world. Drops the elbow with some serious force. Genie Parker's laid out near center. Chyna takes herself to the top turnbuckle and, oh man, flying crossbody with a pin attempt. Here we go again. 1, 2. Another near fall. Oh man. With the ninth wonder of the world, Chyna currently in control of the situation. This is not good news for Genie Parker. A kick to the midsection and here we go. Pedigree. Oh, this could be the end right here. Chyna quickly gets back up on her feet. Covers and hooks the leg here. Oh, man. 1, 2. Oh, shut up. Genie Parker kicking out of the pedigree. What, are you kidding me, man? Wow. Chyna moves in again. Misses with the overhand right. Genie Parker sets it up. Wheelbarrow arm drag. Nicely done. A knee right to the face of Chyna. The sexy soul sister of the squared circle goes to work on Chyna, trying to get the momentum back here. That was a close one. Snaps the leg on Chyna. Genie Dynamite moves in on Chyna, crawling her way to a standing position in the far right corner, and puts the boot right to the throat of the ninth wonder of the world. Chyna goes down into a seated position again. Genie Parker making her taste some serious boot. Oh, damn. Here's another pin attempt. 1, 2. Oh, damn. Dynamite. Genie Parker does it again for the 89th time. Let's get the official time.
The time was 8 minutes and 28 seconds. Here's your winner and still Women's World Champion Dynamite, Genie Parker.
Unbelievable. The sexy soul sister of the squared circle had a close brush with a loss here, but winds up prevailing one more time against Chyna. Absolutely unbelievable. Folks, we're going to be right back with more RWL Memphis Million in just a minute.